Hey there and welcome back to my channel. My name's Lauren. I post sewing videos every other week, so if you enjoy this video make sure to like and subscribe. This week I'm upcycling this heavy cotton midi skirt into a pinafore dress that would work perfectly layered with the long sleeve top and tights, ready for autumn and winter. So let's get to it. I started by unpicking the waistband from the top of the skirt and also separating the two skirt pieces. I added in 3 little pleats at the top of the waistband on the front just to give it a little bit of space and make it slightly easier to move. I placed the front and the back pieces together and used the skirt as a guide to how long I wanted my pinafore dress to be. This is a skirt that I have made before, so I'll make sure to link the video for this A-line skirt in the cards above, and I'll put a link in the description below. I then sewed the two skirt pieces right sides together and make sure the top waistband lined up, so then I was able to have any wonky ends at the bottom, and once I'd hemmed them up, then it sorted all of that out. Using the offcuts of the skirt, I started to drape it onto my dress form and turn the skirt into a dress. I pinned a couple of darts in the front piece, one that was running from the waistline up, and then another that was running mid-side and then sort of came across. Before I sewed the darts in place, I held the front piece up against me to check that they were in the correct place and they fitted my body as well as the dress form. Once I'd sewn the darts in place, I then put the front piece back on the dress form, but I put it on back to front or inside out. This way I was able to pin down the sides when it came to needing to sew the front and the back section of the dress form together, and I could just keep the pins in place and sew straight over them. As you can kind of see, I just hemmed the top of a piece of fabric and then placed it over the back of the dress, and later on I ended up creating some darts to help cinch it in a little bit, but it was probably the easiest section to create as it was just a rectangle. The next step, I needed to attach the skirt and the top section together, so I laid them on top of each other, making sure that the button plackets lined up neatly, and then pinned them together and pinned the front section. And then here's where I needed to create the darts, since the bottom section of that back piece was a little bit too wide. So I just created 2 equal darts to help even it out, I guess. So my last step was to create the straps for the dress. I used some leftover fabric when I was taking in the skirt, and I created 2 long lengths. I actually made the straps double width than I am here on camera, as they turned out to be too thin and I wasn't able to turn them inside out. But once I'd cut my pieces out, I placed them right sides together. I folded them in half and then placed them right sides together and sewed a long straight line. Then, using a loop turner or a safety pin, I turned them the right way round, and to give them a sharper finish I just top stitched along the 2 edges to hold everything in place, and also to help them lie flat. I started by sewing the straps onto the back of the dress first. This made it a lot easier when trying to get the correct length At the last minute I decided I quite liked the top when the fronts were folded in to create more of a sweetheart neckline, so I ended up sewing that in place, but with that I was done. So I'm really pleased with how this has turned out. It ended up being a really quick and simple upcycling project, and something that I think I'm going to be able to wear all year round, as it's quite a cute summer dress too. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again in 2 weeks' time. Bye!